Welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Roadrunners head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. To the air, it's McCown. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move. Maybe got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's McCown. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it along the sideline. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running into the open space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
Black 18, Black 18.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. On the ground, it's Daniels. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Dropping back, it's McCown. Snags it over the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Roadrunners in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. He's in open space downfield. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27.
Right 29, right 29, cross.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, they're just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Running inside, it's Henderson. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Might as well give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. Fights off a defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun.
Break, don't time. Last movement, last movement. Red 18, red 18.
Just feeds the running back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Black 14, black 14.
Finding some room. Got enough for the first. The 40. At the 30. Inside the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they...
He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And it's the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The extra point here would tie the game.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they're able to get him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice. On 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The run inside. It's Daniels. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw it again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game, and he could not get loose on the run.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the 1st down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tulane! That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's McCown. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the running back. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Hoosiers eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Now on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. There's a crease. Picks up the first down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They run the reverse. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
It'll be third and long.
Move it.
Floating away. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Tulane now facing third and forever. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see what they do on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on third, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there, and now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
A designed run for the quarterback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. This is a designed run. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it first and goal.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Bring him the heat. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Complete to the right. There he goes! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Using his feet. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
Mike 53. Mike 53.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. And they're able to make the tackle. And it's the Roadrunners. Want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's McCown. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Daniels. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
The green wave in a world of hurt on third and long. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Pressure coming. Punts it out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down. They get to the line quickly.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first.
Touchdown, UTSA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the catch on the left. And he's finally taken down inside the 5, but hold on, there's a flag on the field. So they had the big play, but it's all for naught as the illegal forward pass cost them. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. Calls his own number. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running inside, it's Daniels. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finding open areas. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Here's the pressure. On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On the move. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here. So you can't run the football too many more times. Stay in a hurry. Got to push the ball down the field. Got to get in the end zone.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down across the 35. What a way to pick up the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quarterback keeper. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Complete in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a